Right. Good morning, guys. So, here, what's the topic here we are discussing now? Steps to prepare first Java application. The topic here we are understanding. In the steps to prepare first Java application, what we completed there, if you understand it, steps to prepare first Java application overall, 6 points are available, 6 steps are available. The first one is download and install Java software. Second one is download and install Java editor. Open Java file and write Java program. Save Java file, compile Java file, and execute Java application. These are all the steps here what we are having. After that, download and install Java software where are given some installation links. Alright, so the downloadable links I have given there. If we open these links now, there we are able to get what there Java softwares, Java 6, Java 7, and Java 8 version links I have given. The second one is what there install Java software. To install the Java software here I have given some process. First one is like what there. Double click on the setup file, whatever the file here we downloaded. Double click on it. Click on the next button. Change the JDK installation location to something that, but this is like what they're optional, not mandatory, depending on your comfort. Here we can do this. Next one is what there. Change the JRE location also. That's also be like what I'm telling there, optional. But the point what I'm suggesting to you, better to keep both JDK and JRE at the same location, Don't provide in two different locations. If you provide them in two different locations, maybe we may get some confusion. Okay, so both JDK and JRE, both we have to keep in a single location. All right, so then after that, next button and close button. Finally, we are going to install it. Similarly, we can install what? Java 7 and Java 8 versions. Configure Java software in our computer. To configure Java software in our computer, that means to use all Java commands in command prompt, we have to set path environment variable to the location where all Java commands exist. Note, all Java commands exist at the location C Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. In this location here, we have to provide the content. There are two ways to set path environment variable. What are the two ways there? Temporary setup and permanent setup. Temporary setup. If you want to set a path environment variable temporarily, there we have to use the command. What command here we have to use there? Set path is equal to the location where all Java commands exist. At what location all Java commands are available there? C:/Java slash JDK bin. The location of the JDK, it may be anything in our systems, no? But JDK, inside the JDK, what folder there? Bin folder. Up to that here, we have to set in our path. Understand it now? Example here I've given there. C uses right username Java C. Then the iPhone version if we take no, here we are getting what the message here. Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command or operable program. Then after that, if we provide this setup there, set a path is equal to something else, the total bin. Then after that, if we use Java C space version, there we are getting the related Java information here we are getting. Okay, fine. But there is a problem with the temporary setup. What is the problem with the temporary setup actually? Now, also carefully, the problem with the temporary setup is like what there. If we set the path environment variable temporarily, then the path environment variable is available up to the present command prompt. It is not available to the other command prompts. See, every time open a command prompt and typing that set path is good something in the sense, one or two times it's okay, good, we can do that. But on every command prompt doing this process in the sense, nobody will do that. And so my point, definitely it may be a burdenful thing for the developers case. So because of that reason, we have to go for an alternative. What is that alternative here we are expecting there? One time if we set path environment variable that I want to get on every command prompt, that I want to get to what there all command prompt. That's my requirement. So if we want to do that, then what we have to do there? There we have to go for permanent environment variable setup. We have to set the path environment variable permanently. Right. How we are going to set the path environment variable permanently? There we are going to use what their permanent setup. Now observe carefully. In a permanent setup, in permanent setup, If you provide path environment variable, if you set path environment variable, then it will be available to all command prompts. It will be available to all command prompts. It will be available to all command prompts. Understand it clearly. Whatever the command prompts here we are having there, it will be available to all command prompts. Okay, fine. To set the path environment variable permanently, to set the path environment variable permanently, we have to use the following steps. What steps here I am going to provide there? Now observe carefully. Right. Now I'm going to give as per the steps. No, try to understand it. Anyway, my system information I'm telling to you. You are going to be comfortable with that. So basically, I'm using MacBook, right? Inside this MacBook, I'm using what their Windows instance. For the sake of showing everything through Windows, no, I'm having that. Now I'm going to open that. Okay, right. So UTM is a software that I have used there, just like it is a Oracle VirtualBox or VMware like this. So where then I already created that Windows instance. Just let me start it. If I start it, automatically it is going to be started. Okay, just like your Windows operating system, then how to boot the system here. Now it is ready. My Windows system is ready, getting ready. It's okay, fine. Now, so yesterday what we have done there, just we installed Java softwares. Then after that path setups temporarily we provided, but not in permanently. Okay. Then where I installed that path setups now, now observe carefully. Where I provided this path setups now, if you understand it, now this is like what their C drive. Is it? All of you are getting it now? This is like what I'm telling to you, C drive. Just 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute, no problem. So okay, leave it. I think so it's comfortable. I think it is visible for you, right? Alright, so next one is what there, then what I'm telling now. I want to open command prompt. This is the command prompt here I opened here. Now, okay, fine. If I see Java C space a hyphen version, what we are getting the message now? Now tell me, Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file. This is a message here we are getting there. Understand it clearly. So here we are not getting it now. Now my requirement is what there. I want to close this. When I close this, I want to set path environment variable permanently. To set path environment variable permanently, what we have to do now? Now try to open that I think in our desktop we are going to have this PC. Am I right or not? In our desktop we are going to have what that this PC. But before that, what is the point here I'm telling to you? Understand it clearly. First of all, open like what there C drive. Inside the C drive Java, where I installed my Java software. Okay. Now try to take that JDK 1.8 or 1.7 or 1.6, whatever it may be. Take this JDK 1.8 and bin is available. Select it. There, the total address is what there bin now. Select it. Control C. Copy this location here, right? First copy this location. After that, on our desktop, go to our desktop where this PC is available. Or else, if you open that file explorer, there we are getting what there? This PC. Right click on this PC. Right click on this PC. Then got next one here, no properties. Right click on this PC. Next one is what there? properties. If we click on this properties now, automatically here we are getting like what is the properties window. There in that properties window, what is this link actually? Advanced system settings. Click on this advanced system settings. There we are having a tab, a window. Right, this window is what the system properties window. There we have to select what their advanced. Understand it clearly. There we have to select what their advanced. When we select this advanced, then what next one you know? Click on what their environment variables. Click on environment variables. When we click on this environment variables, here two parts are available. One is what their user variables and second one is what their system variables. User variables are for a particular user, but system variables is for what their all the users. Okay, no problem. We can use either of this. But I want to go for what their user variables. I don't want to keep anything in permanent, right? I want to keep up to a particular user. If any other user is available for this computer, that other user will go for his own settings. No, understand it clearly. So now here I want to provide a setup. What setup here I'm going to provide there? I think so. Java Home is available there. Just anyway, then I want to delete the Java Home, not required here. Already yesterday I think so. I have to delete it, but I have not deleted it anyway. But observe carefully, when we go for these user variables there we have to check whether path is available or not already. If already path is available because of some other softwares, already path is available. As per my awareness, in your systems also path may be existed because of some other softwares if you install that. Path may be existed. Okay, fine. In the case if path is not available, in the case here path is not available, click on new button. A new button just to provide that path is a variable name and variable value is what there, whatever the data we copied there, that we have to provide. Then what is the location here? We have to provide the variable name is what there, path, variable value is what there, directly see Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 bin num. Then both we have to provide. Remaining part is what there, click on what button here, OK button, that's finished. Automatically path is going to be specified. Got it or not? But when it is a case no, when path is not existed, when the path is not available. For example, if the path is already existed here, no, path is already existed because of some other requirements. Select the path, click on edit button. If you click on edit button, how many values are already available there? Three values are available, you know, but I think so deleted already, right? But how we are getting it now? Yeah, let me delete it again, no problem. Then when now path is already existed now, click on what button here now? New button here we have to create. There just simply we have to paste the value up to bin location. See Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. Up to this here we have to provide. After completion of this, at bottom if we come there what button is available here now? OK button is available. Click on OK button. After completion of this, then what next one you know? Click on like what there, OK button. Here we have to provide. And finally, then what next one you know? Click on OK button. That's it. Now here we have to click on OK button. After this, my permanent setup is completed. Tell me, sir, how I have done, how I performed this permanent setup? No. First of all, what there? I copied that bin location of the JDK. JDK bin only. Understand my point now? After that, right click on what? Right click on this PC, properties, advanced system settings, advanced environment variables, user variables part. Inside this user variable part, check it whether path is available or not. If path is already existed, select it, click on edit button, new button, paste the value. If path is not available, then what we have to do now? New button, provide variable name is path, variable value is what there, JDK bin location, click on OK button. Then that's it. Automatically the path is going to be available permanently. Right, sir. Now whether it is available permanently or not, I want to check this. To check this particular one, then what we have to do now? First of all, let me open command prompt. Now this is one command prompt here I provided. All of you understand it clearly. This is one command prompt. Java C hyphen version. I'm not providing that set path here inside this particular command prompt. I'm going to open another command prompt now. Observe carefully. Again, another command prompt I opened here. Now inside this command prompt, also I'm going to provide Java C space hyphen version. Again here we are getting what there? Again here we are getting that path now. Next one is one more command prompt here I'm going to open. Now this is another command prompt now. Now inside this another command prompt here, again here what we have to do there? Java C space hyphen version. Again here we are getting what there? 1.8.0 underscore 22. So you can open any number of command prompts now. In all command prompts, we are getting like what there? This path environment variable. In all the command prompts here, we are getting what there? Path environment variable. Right, so now this is provided directly here, we can understand. Right, sir. Now this part is completed here. How to set path environment variable permanently here we understood. But let me provide the description here. No? Now tell me, you only tell me to set path environment variable permanently. We have to use the following steps. Then what we have to do there? Now observe carefully. Right click on the this PC on a desktop or maybe on a file explorer, wherever it may be. Next one is what they select the properties. Select the properties. Next one is what they select the advanced system settings. No need to by heart all the steps now that I remember, that's why I'm giving that. But when we open the test system, automatically we are able to get the direction here now. Right, so then after this advanced system settings, then what next one here we have to provide there? Select the advanced tab. By default selected. When we open it, by default selected. Already selected it. By default selected it. Next one is after completion of this. Next one is a click on the environment variables button. If you click on environment variables button, go to the user variables part section. Go to the user variables section and check whether the whether the path exists or not. Whether the path exists or not. Okay, here the points are available. If the path environment variable does not exist, then click on new button, click on the new button and provide the following details. What details here we are going to provide there? Now the details here if you provide no variable name. Variable name is what there? Path. Okay. Next one is variable value. Variable value is like what there? What we are providing there, that variable value no. Now observe carefully. See Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. After that here we have to provide. Next one is what there? Click on the OK button. This is like what there if the path environment variable does not exist. Understand it clearly. No? For example, if the path environment variable exists, then then select path, select the path and click on the edit button. Click on edit button. Right, sir. Click on edit button, comma. After click on edit button, select a new button, select new and provide the value like this. Understand it clearly? No? The path environment variable exists already. Then select the path and click on edit button, select a new button and provide the value C Java JDK 1.8.0 202 and bin. Understand it clearly? After completion of this content, then what next one can know? Click on the OK button. Next one is what there? Click on the OK button. That's finished. All the things here we completed. 2 times OK buttons here we have to provide. That we completed clearly. Right, so now for the sake of you, once again I'm showing the total process. No, just try to recognize this clearly. Understand it? No. Now, first of all, here what I have to do there? First of all, I have to go for the location. I have to go to the location where my Java software is existed actually. Right, sir? I have to go for location here where my Java software is existed. Right, sir? Now, 1 minute. So, at which location my Java software is available here? If you think about it, Directly, I'm going to show this point here. First of all, I must open like what there. This is a file explorer. Inside the file explorer, then what I'm telling now, go to what drive no C drive. In C drive, what is available here no Java is available. Inside this Java, JDK, any JDK here we can open. Where bin is available. Just we have to copy up to this part. Select it, Control C, copy this. After this, what next one can know? Either we can go to the desktop or in the file explorer, this PC is available. Right click on this PC, then what next one here? Properties. If you do this properties now, there we are able to get like what there? System properties. System and about. Now here what we are getting there? Advanced system settings. Click on this advanced system settings, then we are getting a window. Now inside this window, we have to select what there? Advanced. Click on what button here no? Environment variables. If we click on environment variables, here we are getting what there? Environment variables parts. How many parts are available here? Two parts are available. What are the two parts now? User variables for Nagoor and system variables. User variables part is for only one user, but system variables part is for what there? All users now. Right. Now here first check a path is available or not. Path is already existed here now. Inside this, when path is available, click on edit button. Inside this edit button here, what I am telling now, click on what button here, no, new button, and paste the value. Whatever the value here we are going to provide that, paste the value. After providing value, click on what button here, no, OK button. That's okay. OK is completed. For example, path is already existed. For example, this is the situation. Path is not available. So far path is not available in our system. Then what we have to do now? Click on new button. Then where here we are getting another window. There we have to provide variable name is what there path. Variable value is what there. Whatever the value here we copied there, that value here we have to provide. Only here we have to click on what button here? No, OK button. That's okay. Both are completed clearly. So either of the thing here we can do. Then after this here we have to click on what button? OK button. And finally here we have to click on what button? OK button. Two OK buttons are OK fine. So finally here we are able to set path environment variable. But how to check this path environment variable? How to check this path environment variable? Right, whether it is permanent or not, how we are going to check it now? Right, so now further purpose I'm giving a note, a small note here I'm giving to you. Now observe carefully that note here. All of you understand it, no? Then there is a small note here I'm going to give. Open multiple command prompts and check the command javac space version and check the command javac space version. Then we are able to get what? We are able to get all Java. That means we are able to get the Java version in all command prompts. That's it. So in this way, here we are able to prepare like what that the path environment variable permanently. All of you are getting clarity on this now? Okay, fine. All right, sir. Finally, step number one is almost all completing. Now understand it, no? Download and install Java software is the actual topic. Under this overall three parts here we are discussing downloading Java softwares, installing Java softwares, providing configurations of the Java software in our system. Just simply setting path environment variable. In two ways we are setting path environment variable. One is a temporary setup, another one is what there permanent setup. They're the points here what we are getting. Leave this content here. It is completed, no? After this, now here I'm having one question. I have one important interview question. I'll try to answer for it. First of all, tell me, sir, why we have installed more than one Java software in our system? What is the requirement to install more than one Java software in our system? Yesterday I given some reason for it. The reason is very clear. What is that reason here I'm telling now? I want to show some differentiations between Java 6 version to Java 7, Java 7 to Java 8. Some features wise, some differences are available. Finally, what I am going to do now, I'll prepare a program. I will compile and execute that program in Java 6 version. I'll give some conclusion 1. Same program without having changes now. I'll compile and execute the same program in Java 7 version. There I will give some other conclusions. Conclusion 2. After that, I will same program without having changes. I'll compile and execute that program in Java 8 version. There I'm going to give some other conclusion. So part of learning the subject, we have to work with multiple Java versions. Which version is providing which feature and which version is not providing which feature. That all the awareness here we have to get. Because of that reason, multiple Java versions here I downloaded and I've installed in my system. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, but my point is what? When we want to run the same program in multiple Java versions, time to time, we have to switch Java from one version to another version or not? Time to time, we have to switch Java from one version to another version or not? When I want to run our program under Java 6, then what we have to do? Java 6 we have to provide in command prompt. When we want to run the program in Java 7, then what we have to do? Java 7 version we have to provide in command prompt. When we want to run the same program in Java 8 version, we have to keep the Java 8 version in our system here, in our command prompt. So if you want to keep a particular Java version in our command prompt, then simply we have to use what there? Set a path command we have to use. There we have to use what there? Set a path. Set a path is equal to Java 6. When we want to execute that in Java 7, set a path is equal to Java 7. When we want to execute the same thing in Java 8, no, set a path is equal to Java 8. This is what we have to do. But every time writing set a path command is a burdenful thing for me. I want to go for an alternative. In that alternative, I don't want to type every time set a path is equal to something. Every time I don't like to type it now, but I want to get the related, the required Java version to my program. Understand my point? That means what I am telling there, I want to have some simplicity. I want to have some simplicity while changing Java from one version to another version. While changing Java from one version to another version, I want to go for a simplified approach. Now that simplified approach is possible through batch files. That simplified approach is possible through what files there? Batch file inside the Java. Through batch files easily we can switch from one version of the Java to another version of the Java. Then how we are going to prepare batch files and all the points here I'm going to discuss with you. Not to worry for it. First let us understand the point clearly what I am telling to you. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. To switch Java from one version to another version, we have to use batch files. To simplify the switching process of Java from one version to another version, we have to use batch files. How we are going to use that batch files? No? Point number one. Create a separate batch file for each and every Java version. For each and every Java version and provide the required set path environment variable command. Set path command. That's it. Now this is nothing but what the create batch file for each and every Java version and provide required set path command. Now get understand it clearly. Java 6.bat extension is what there? Java 6.bat. Inside this what I am expecting there actually set path is equal to C colon slash Java slash JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 slash bin that we have to provide. Under like what location here? Java 6 location. Java 7.bat for example. Java 7.bat. Now inside this set path is equal to C colon slash Java slash JDK 1 point like what that 7.0 underscore 80 slash bin semicolon. That's it. Now 7.0 underscore 80. So all of you are getting it now. That's next one is. Similarly here we can provide like what there Java 8.bat. In Java 8.bat, what we are providing there now, set path is equal to C colon slash Java slash JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. Like this here we provided. Yes, sir, got or not? Now okay. Now tell me how many Java versions we are using in our program there in our system now? Three Java versions. What are the three Java versions here? Java 6, Java 7, Java 8. Now how many batch files I created now? Three batch files. For each and every Java version, a separate batch file. Java 6.bat, Java 7.bat, and Java 8.bat that we created. Okay. Right, sir. Now, Java 6.bat, Java 7.bat, Java 8.bat. All the batch files are created. Okay, step number one is completed. Create a batch file for each and every Java version and provide the required set path command. Okay, that we completed. Now, point number two. What is this point number two here? Execute the batch file in command prompt as per the requirement. Execute the batch file and command prompt as per the requirement. Understand it clearly. Then what I have to do there? Now say for example, I'll show practical. I'm able to show here. Now try to understand it. I'll copy paste this total content here. First of all, now here what we have to do there? I have to prepare the batch files. To prepare the batch files here, what I have got to do here? Now observe carefully. This I want to delete. Okay, now its work is completed here. First of all, let me prepare batch files. Alright, so now where I'm going to prepare these batch files now, first of all understand it. Inside this I have to go with the C drive. Inside the C drive, then what we are going to do there, inside the C drive, apps is available. Inside these apps, core Java apps is available. There's something else already I created there previously. Just I want to remove all this content here. I don't require them. 1 minute. So we completed. Now here in this location, I want to create batch files and a command prompt in this location. I am going to change the Java version here. Now observe carefully. If we want to provide this, then what we have to do there first now? First of all, here we have to open like what there system search. Here in the system search, just I want to take some notepad. Notepad here I want to take. Now observe carefully. Inside this notepad, what I am going to provide now? Now here set path is equal to inside this path. Then what is the location here we have to provide there? First of all, set the path is equal to how to get. Just try to get the copy, no? C drive Java JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 bin. Just I copied this. Now here we have to provide the data. Right, so that we provided semicolon next line. Keep the cursor next line. Now observe carefully. I have to save this. To save this, what we have to do now? Control S. Control S. In Control S, then where it is available here? C drive. Insert the C drive apps. Apps. Insert these apps now. Core Java apps. Then I'm going to save this. How I'm going to save this name now? Observe carefully. Take a double quotation first. Insert the double quotation. Use Java 6.bat. Use Java 6 dot what there? BAT. Why I'm taking double quotations for the name now? If I'm not using double quotations, how the file is going to be saved there? Java 6.bat.txt. Default extension it will take. What is the default extension? .txt. But I required only batch file. So to avoid the default extension .txt, to have our own extension for the file, there we have to take what there? Double quotation. Double quotation Java 6.bat. Now let me click on save button. Now it's okay. Now this is completed. What is the file name here we are getting there? Java 6.bat. It's okay, fine. Click on this plus symbol. There I'm going to prepare with what the Java 7 version. Now here what I am going to provide there, set path is equal to, now that locations are already available here. Now let me check that locations no. Now Java JDK 1.7.0 bin, that location here I am going to copy. Now here we have to provide the same thing. Set path is equal to C:/Java JDK 1.7.0 underscore 80 slash bin. Enter button. Now okay, let me save this. Here we have to save this. At which location we have to save this one? Now tell me. In the same location. What is the location there? Now tell me. C apps core Java apps. Then inside this, what is the file name here I have to take? No, double quotation Java 7.bat. Java 7.bat. Now click on like what button here? Save button. Now it is completed. When it is completed, that means Java 6.bat, Java 7.bat is be completed. Then what next one here? Now tell me. What next one? Java 8.bat. Now here we have to provide what there? set a path. Set a path is equal to set a path is equal to okay. What we have to know, set a path is equal to there here we have to go for like what there. See Java JDK 1.8.0 bin. Let me copy this location. Then after this location here we have to paste and put semicolon next line. Then after that, let me save it. Control S. Now here, C apps core Java apps. Then inside this, then what we are going to do now? Java 8.bat. Java 8.bat. Then finally here we have to click on what button? No, save button. If we click on save button, now tell me how many batch files can I created? No, three batch files now. The batch files extension is what there? Dot .bat. Batch files extension is what there? Dot .bat. Understand it clearly? So whenever we completed this, I want to check this content in the location kernel. In that location, what's that location there? C drive. Now here, apps. Inside this apps, core Java, apps. Inside this, just we can identify this, how the batch files are going to be existed. These are like in our mobile phone settings symbol is available now. Then similar symbol here we are able to get. All the batch files here we completed. When these batch files are completed, just we have to open the command prompt. When the batch files are completed, just we have to open what their command prompt. If you open command prompt, now observe carefully here what we are going to do there. First of all, go to the location where batch files are saved. At which location that batch files are saved there? CD slash go to the root to drive. CD slash is the shortcut for moving back to the root to drive. Then after that, what next one here we have to provide there? CD space apps. CD space core Java apps. There dir, if I open it, there we are getting like what there, all the bat files here we are getting. Dot bat files here we are getting. Understand it clearly. Whenever we are getting the dot bat files, no. Now, as per the requirement, I want to execute this. Right, sir. Now here, I am going to provide what the Java 6.bat. Just I type the name, click on enter button. Set path is executed. Which version of the path is executed here now? 1.6 now. Now Java C space hyphen version. Now here what we are getting there? 1.6 version of the Java here we are getting. Next one is Java 7.bat. Click on enter button. Java 7 version, that means required the Java 7 version related path is executed. Set path is equal is executed now. Now here inside this Java C space hyphen version. Then what we are able to get there? There we can identify like what there 1.7.0 underscore 80 that we are getting now. Similarly, now here I want to execute what there Java 8.bat that we executed in Java C space hyphen version. There we are able to get that what there Java C space 1.8.0 underscore 202. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? So this is a way of preparing like what there batch files, and this is a way of executing all the batch files. No, right, sir. Now okay, let me copy this total content here. Right now, all of you understand this point clearly. What is the point here? I'm telling to you. We can set a path environment variable to. We can set a path environment variable to all the content. Right, sir. We can set path environment variable permanently, and we can switch easily Java from one version to another version. Just as a matter of preparing batch files and a matter of executing the batch files. That's it. Now get right. Sir. Now this is clearly the points here what we completed. Now try to understand it now. So this is completed now. All of you are getting clarity on this point, sir. Now tell me. So now here what we are getting there now. Only Java 6 or Java 7 only here we are getting. What about the Java 8 version here? No? 1.7 only here we are checked. No, Java 8 is not checked there. Yeah, 1.8 here we are getting. I think it is not visible for us. Okay, no problem. Right now, right. So finally, now tell me, all of you are getting clarity on this point, no? How the content is evaluated. All of you are getting clarity on this point, no? Right. So now this is the way to provide like what there might be switching Java from one version to another version here now. Points are completed here. This is a total information related to download and install Java software. There's a total content related to what there download and install Java software. Completed, right? But I have some interview questions. The few interview questions are available on the basis of this model. Now try to understand that questions now. Question number one. I think already you are aware about the answers. Today, yesterday and today's discussion only here I'm going to ask the questions, no, but you have to answer for it. Question number one. First of all, is it possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer? Right, sir. You should not say no. Why? Because already we have seen the total environment here inside my classes now. Already we have seen how to install them, right? Yes, it is possible. Now the answer is like what there? Yes, it is possible. Right, sir. Observe carefully. Now your answer is what there? Yes, sir. It is possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer. In a single computer, but we have to use the following conditions. Or else maybe just we can write like what there, but with the following conditions. But with the following conditions. There are some conditions. What conditions are available? Condition number one. All the Java softwares must be the operating system compatible. That means what I'm telling there, if you are using Windows operating system, Windows related Java softwares only we have to download. If you use Linux operating system, Linux based Java softwares only here we have to download. If you are using MacBook based Java softwares only here we have to download. Yes, sir, got it or not? For example, my system is Windows operating system, but I downloaded Linux based Java software, architectural mismatch concept is coming into the picture. What is it now? Architectural mismatch. That problem here we are able to get. So, which operating system is available in our system that we have to identify first? The related Java software only we have to download and we have to install. Yes, sir. Are you getting it or not? This is clearly the point about the condition number one. Now, condition number two, all the Java softwares, all the Java softwares must be in different versions, not same versions. All the Java softwares must be in what versions? They know different versions. Then only it is possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer. Same version if we install second time, third time no, but not allowed. Second time, third time is not allowed. Only first time is only be allowed if it is in different versions. If it is the same version, the same version again if you want to install it no, definitely we are able to get some interruption. Definitely we are able to get some problems there. Okay, leave this one. Now it is possible with these are the two conditions here we have to follow. Okay, good. Right, so now I have another question. Now try to understand it. Assume it. Yes, it is possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer. It's okay, fine. Right, so now if we install more than one Java software in a single computer, then which Java software will come to the command prompt to use? then which Java software will come to the command prompt to use? That's the question here we have to follow. Sir, I think you understood my question here now. Already we decided we have installed multiple Java versions. Multiple Java versions here we have installed it. But out of these multiple Java versions, which Java version will come to us on the command prompt to execute Java programs? Which Java command will come to the command prompt? That one here we require, no? Now the point is very clear. Answer is very clear. Now try to observe carefully. Right, sir. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, in a single computer, then the Java software which we set to the path environment variable will come to the command prompt. What version we set to the path environment variable, that Java version will come to the command prompt. That's clear? All of you are getting clarity on this, what I'm telling you know. Now example here I'm going to show, now try to observe carefully. Now understand the point here, what I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Right, sir. Now this is the best example, no need to check any other one. We executed batch file, set a path is equal to something else now. That path, that related Java software here we are getting, or else maybe. I want to show officially, now try to understand it now. Set a path is equal to C:/Java JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 slash bin. Yes, it is available. Java C space version. Is it? That's it. C:/Java slash JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 bin. That's okay, no problem. Java C space hyphen version. Okay, what version here we are getting? They know 1.6 version here we are getting. Next one is set a path is equal to, see, as per my remembering, I am typing everything, no, but we can copy and paste the paths now. The bin locations here we have to copy and paste. Set a path is equal to C:/, then what next one can know? Java slash now JDK 1.7.0 underscore 80 slash bin. If we take it now, then here if we provide this Java C space hyphen version, there we are getting like what there 1.7.0. Next one similarly set path is equal to, now get C:/, Java slash JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin now. If we provide this, now get Java C space hyphen version. If we do this, now we are getting like what there 1.8 version. Now this is the proof here what we are getting clearly. Observe carefully. Right. Now example here I provided, now try to recognize this now. So this is a way of providing like what there multiple Java versions in a single computer, then which version will come to, us in the sense what there, which Java version we set to the path environment variable, that version will come to the respective command prompt. That's okay, fine. Understand my next question now. What is my next question? Observe carefully. Right, so now if we install more than one Java software in a single computer, comma, and if we set more than one Java software, more than one Java version, more than one Java version or more than one Java software to the single path environment variable, Then which version of Java, which version of Java, which version of Java will come to the command prompt to use. Right. Now this is the question here what I am providing you. I think you understood my question here. Please read out this question now. What I have given there. If install more than one Java software in a single computer, and if we set more than one Java software to a single path environment variable, then which version of the Java will come to the command prompt to use? Right. Now here we have to provide answer for it. Now here, what is the answer here we are able to get now? Right, sir. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer and if we set more than one Java software to single path environment variable, path environment variable, then the path environment variable, right, sir. Then the path environment variable, or else maybe then the Java version, then the Java version, and the Java version which we provided, the Java version which we provided to the path environment variable as a first one, as a first version. In the path environment variable, more than one version here we provided. Java 6, Java 7, Java 8, for example. The first Java version in the order, right? So in the path, then we provided to the path environment variable as a first one, as a first version, as a first value, as a first value. Then that respective Java software will come to the command prompt to execute Java programs. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, and if we set more than one Java software to the single path environment variable, then the Java software which we provided to the path environment variable as a first value, then that respective Java software will come to the command prompt. Now, I'm able to show examples. Can you try to understand this example? All of you observe carefully. Right, sir. Now, just let me release this. Now here, what we have to do here? Now inside this, first of all, I want to set path is equal to, right, sir, core Java, like now C drive Java, inside this JDK 1.6.0 bin, that bin here I'm going to copy. Okay. Now inside this value here we provided semicolon, next value Java JDK 1.7.0 underscore 80. Right, sir. Now here we have to provide like what there second value. Next one is Java JDK 1.8.0 bin, third value. Right. If I click on enter button, which path is available to our command prompt to use? No, the first one in the order what Java version we provide as the first one, that one will come to the command prompt. In the order what is the first one, sir? Now tell me. Java 6 version. Java 6 version is what their first one. When Java 6 version is first one, that version will come to us. Java C space hyphen version. Right, so now hyphen version. Java C space hyphen version. Right, now observe carefully. Now we are getting what there 1.6 version. It's okay. Now observe carefully what I am telling now. Right, now Check this now. In the order what version here I provided the first one? 1.7 here I provided. Now here we can understand Java C space hyphen version. What we are getting there? 1.7 version here we are getting. Next, similarly, Raj. Now, what version is available? The first one here no 1.8 is available. Right? Let me check this. What version here we are getting there? 1.8 version. That means if we provide all three versions to the single path environment variable, what version here we are able to get no which version we provided as the first one in the order, that version will come to the command prompt here now. Right. Now this value also here we provided. Sir, clear? First of all, tell me what is my question here. Is it possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer? Possible or not possible? Yes, it is possible. It is possible to install more than one Java software in a single computer, but with two conditions. What are the two conditions? No, all Java softwares must be operating system compatible. And the second one is what there? And the second one is what there? All the Java softwares must be in what versions? No, different versions, but not same component, but not same software. All right, that is completed. After that, if we install more than one Java software in a single computer, which software will come to us from the command prompt to execute the Java programs? Right, sir. Which Java software we set to the path environment variable, the Java version will come to what there command prompt here. Okay, fine. Right, sir. For example, we install more than one Java software in a single computer and we set more than one value to the path environment variable. Both Java 6, Java 7 and Java 8 versions are set to the path environment variable. But where? Which Java software will come to the command prompt to use? Right, sir. If we set all three versions of Java software to the path environment variable, which version we are able to get in command prompt? Which version we set as the first one in the path environment variable, that we are able to get and what their command prompt here. Okay, so this is exactly the content here we understood clearly. This is about like what there download and install Java software. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity on this? No, just what I am requesting to all of you, at least one time try to practice these points in our systems. Whatever the work here I'm doing no inside the class, no, try to repeat it in our system. Then we are able to understand clearly the content. There we are able to understand the content clearly without failure. Try to uh, execute, try to do practice over these concepts one time. Then only we can remember the conclusions for long time. One more time I'm telling there, if you open the document, just if we read the document, nothing we are going to get. When we sit on the system, when we do some practice on our system, then only we are able to get knowledge. All these points do practically easily we can remember, otherwise we are not going to remember the content. And moreover, might be at the end of this particular topic we have to appear for the exam. Okay, right, sir, it's okay, fine. Now this is completed. After this, after completion of this particular content here, next one is we need to go for Java editor. Okay, first of all, tell me what is the purpose of the Java editor, what is the requirement of it? Right, sir. So I have a computer, just operating system is available. My final target is what there? I have to write a Java program and I have to execute the Java program. That's my final target. Just I have only a computer with the operating system. Internet connection is available. So what I have done there, as I understood the point first, without having Java software, nothing is going to be happen. So first we have to install the Java software that I installed. I provided some corresponding setups also. I provide everything is okay. My system is with Java now. Okay, then what next one? When the Java software is ready, when operating system is ready, when Java software is ready, then immediately the next thing is what there, we have to prepare the program. We have to write the program. Then after that we have to compile the program. Then we have to execute the program. They are the remaining points. But first of all we have to write the program. But where we are going to write the program? No? Where we are going to write the program? Say for example, I'm giving one assignment to you. I'm asking to you, write a program for this particular requirement. As of now, your equipment is what there. You're not having any computer with you. But what where we are going to write our program? Definitely, we have to take one notebook. In the notebook, we have to take one paper. On that paper only, we have to write our program. Am I right or not? Right. Similarly, that notebook and paper, providing paper to write some data, that is called as what there an editor. That's what their editor. Just I'm giving definition. No need to worry for it. Right, sir. First of all, now let us understand it. Download and install Java editor. First of all, before going to start downloading and installation of this, first of all, here we have to understand what is an editor. What is the purpose of the editor that we have to understand. Right, sir. Now see this one. First of all, I'm giving definition for it. Editor is a software. Editor is a software. It will provide an environment. It will provide an environment to write Java programs and to save Java programs. To write Java programs and to save Java programs in our computer. To write Java programs and to save Java programs in our computer. Okay? Right. Now this is the point here we have to understand. To write Java programs and to save Java programs in our computer, we have to use like what their editor. Tell me again, what is that editor? No, editor is a software. It will provide an environment to code Java, to write Java program and to save the Java program into our computer. Editor is not responsible for editor is not responsible for compilation and execution. In general, editor is providing environment to write the code and to save the code. But nowadays, some editors are giving compilation and execution opportunity also. Compilation and execution functionalities are also embedded inside the editor. Some editors now. Best example, I'm telling the VS Code. VS Code is an editor. It has the both compilation and execution capabilities. But in general, editors are not having compilation and execution activities. Say, for example, Edit Plus is an editor. Just we can type the code. We are able to save that code in our system. That's it. It is not taking any option to compile and execute the programs directly. Okay, fine. Now this is like what I'm telling you, editor. Now, Notepad itself is acting as an editor. Notepad plus plus is also acting an editor. Edit plus is also be acting an editor. VS Code situation is somewhat different. This is more than editor and less than IDE. This VS Code is what there more than editor and less than IDE. So VS Code. After this VS Code, then what next one here we are getting there? Atom, for example, brackets, and so on. So many things are available. The some of the editors only here I listed out no, but so many editors are available. All right, in general, in outside no. Okay, fine. What exactly the meaning of editor here we understood that. After this, after completion of this, then what next one here I want to do no. So next one is the node type of point here I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. Direct information I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. Editors are suggestible up to the learning process. Editors are suggestible up to the learning process. But editors are not suggestible in a real-time application development. In your understanding level, if you are thinking no, how long you are staying at Amir page, up to that editors are okay. But when we go to the companies, in the companies nobody will use editors to prepare the applications. Why? Because editor is not providing complete support for preparing the application. Just it is providing a basic support. It is providing some files. It is providing some structure in that file, basic structure of the Java program in that file. That's it. But complete environment is not required. So because of that reason, the point is what I'm telling you know. Right. So now observe carefully. Editors are suggestible for learning Java programming languages. Editors are suggestible while learning Java programming language. It is not suggestible. It is not suggestible in the real-time application development. The real-time application development. Okay. Either is not suggestible for real-time application development, suggestible for learning Java programming language. Okay, fine. But which one is suggestible at the preparing at real-time application development? What is suggestible there? Right. Now observe carefully. To prepare, or maybe IDEs are suggestible. IDEs are suggestible for the real-time application development. IDEs are suggestible for the real-time application development. What is that IDE actually? IDE, what is the abbreviation for it? Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment. Right, sir. Now understand this point here. Integrated Development Environment, IDEs. Examples for these IDEs. So many examples are available. Now here we can understand the first one is what there, Eclipse. Next one is what there, NetBeans. Right, sir. NetBeans, IntelliJ IDEA, and so on and so on and so on. NetBeans is the later, but second one is like what there, IntelliJ IDEA. Nowadays, nowadays, Eclipse and IntelliJ IDEA both are having demand, but even if we compare both now, IntelliJ IDEA is getting very good demand. Previously, Eclipse is in number one position, but now IntelliJ IDEA is in number one position now. Then at present, people are migrating from Eclipse to IntelliJ IDEA. IntelliJ IDEA is providing extraordinary support for typing the programs that we are going to see majorly in our application development also now. Okay, both. I'll show that programming part with both Eclipse and as well as what their IntelliJ IDEA. There we are able to understand it. Okay, fine. Why these IDs are getting demand? Why IDs are having somewhat demand when compared with editors? Then I will give one simple example. Now try to understand this example here, what I'm telling to you. Say for example, simple point I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Say for example, if you want to prepare any application in a company, for example, if you want to prepare any application in a company, what infrastructure we require actually? What exactly the infrastructure or components we require to prepare any real-time project in the company? You know? Say for example, server is required, database is required, some debugging tools are required, some testing tools are required. Like this, so many tools are required. It's not like with only one tool. No. If you want to implement any project in a company, then definitely we have to work with these many tools. Understand my point now? Right. In the company, to prepare the project, if we use Edit Plus, for example, in a company to prepare the project, if we use what there, Edit Plus, then what we have to do? We have to install server software, and at the same time, we have to think how to make our server software to the project. So where we have to do some configurations explicitly. We are going to install the database, it's okay. Not only that, we have to think about it, how to connect the database from our editor. We have to provide some configurations manually. Next one is, we have already database, like what there, testing tool. How to use the testing tool with editor, that we have to provide configurations explicitly. Yes, sir, got my point or not? That integration of all these tools with our project is somewhat difficult. It's not simple to integrate all these tools with our Edit Plus application there. But if you use IDE, for example, if you use like what the Eclipse IDEA or IntelliJ IDEA, just if you have server software in our system, directly we can configure that server software with IDE. Complete your application now. Just there is a run button. If you click on that run button, finish. The total application will be deployed to the server. Automatically, that application is going to be started. Automatic application is going to be accessed. There we are able to get directly the results. For example, if you have database in our system now, that we can configure directly in IDE. Right, whenever we want to open the database, not required to open the database directly. In IDE, there is a data source option is available. If we click on it, there we can see the database instance totally. Understand my point, Kerno? Right, we can easily integrate Selenium testing tools with our IDE. For example, developer level testing I want to perform. JUnit testing here we want to perform. JUnit is a tool. That's a default tool inside the IDE. You know. But if it is Edit Plus, no, we are not having this default tool there. Understand my point, Kenu? So integrated development environment. IDE stands for what there? Integrated Development Environment. What it is actually, what it is perform, what it is providing there? It is providing an integrated environment for preparing and executing our real-time applications. That IDs are providing integrated development environment, means that all the tools are in integrated manner, they are available to us. Then directly we can select the options and we can run the program. That's it. But if they are not available directly in the integrated environment, everything we have to bring to the project manually. It is the toughest part. The developer's job is mainly what they have to put more focus on business implementation. They're not going to think much about these configurations and all. As much as configurations must be reduced, as much as the time must be provided for developer to think about the application business logic. Understand my point, So because of that reason, in every company, every developer, they're trying to use IDEs only. Nobody will go with the editors in the companies, But if you want to understand that internals and everything, then better to practice at least one program and edit plus or maybe some editor. Then after that we will switch to what their IDE. But how I planned in our classes, basic examples I'm going to do with the editors only. Once if I start object orientation, from that object orientation onwards, we are going to do practice with what their IDEs. So both I'm going to complete. Both I'm going to do. Basic programming is on what their editor. The next, the complete application development. From which point onwards, that effective application development is going to be sorted. From that point onwards, we are going to use what their IDE. Is it? All of you are getting clarity on these points, no? So finally, the step number 1 we completed. Step number 2, we are in middle. I need to show how to install VS Code and Edit Plus. Then I want to show that. Then after that, we are going to start what there remaining steps of the content. Okay. So then today is what, Saturday, right? Right, sir. Then tomorrow we don't have any session. Directly Monday I'm going to take the session. Monday we are going to continue the next part here. How to install the Edit Plus and everything I will show. After that, how to save Java program, how to write Java program, compilation and execution. If we complete it effectively, we are going to start our programming there directly. Okay. Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on Monday.